Good morning, students. We are going to start lesson 10 today and continue on with subtraction. And we have some key vocabulary words that we're going to work with today. Really, we're going to talk about how subtraction can undo addition, or another way of saying that is their inverse operations. And so that's going to be the focus today, and figure out a trick to learn on how to check your work to make sure you're right every time. So you're going to need that whiteboard and a marker again. Once again, you're going to be doing some practice problems, so you might need to use some scratch paper or your whiteboard, and then a pencil, and of course your workbook. So let's start with some of that key vocabulary. And so the very first one is the phrase inverse operations. Okay, so addition and subtraction are inverse operations. We're going to start drawing some break apart drawings or math mountains to show those relationships. Okay, and so what I want you to start with is being able to try and write a word problem that requires adding 1,310 and 2,057. So see if you can come up with a scenario or a problem where the operation you'd have to do would be adding those two numbers. Pause it now if you need to. Okay, so the operation or the problem that I came up with, is here. It says Mr. Johnson ate 1,310 chicken wings in 2019. So far, in 2020, he has devoured 2,057 more tasty treats. Over the past 2 years, how many chicken wings has Mr. Johnson eaten? And so if you were to solve that problem, you would have to take 1,310 and add it to 2,057. And so this would be one way of solving that problem, as we see in number 3, right? And then we have a couple more words, addends and sum. So what it says is write the addends and the sum in the break apart drawing. And I know you don't have sum highlighted, but I consider that as also a key word for today's lesson. So sum, some of you know, that means the answer to an addition problem. Sum. So my answer was 3,367. So I'm going to take that, and you should write that into the top right there, right? The sum was 3,367. You have two addends in this problem. These are the two numbers that I had to add the amount of chicken wings that I ate, right? So 1 year was 1,310. That's one of my addends. And then the other year is 2,057. So those are my two addends, and you can see they combine together to get to 3,367. So this is just a math break apart or a math mountain that we call for the number family of 1,310, 2,057, and 3,367. Okay. Now I want you to think of the inverse operation, right? What could you do? How could you write a word problem that requires subtracting 1,310 from 3,367? So think of a scenario. That's what you're going to be doing on your own. I want you to try and write something there where that would be the operation that you have to use. Okay. Pause it if you need to. I'm interested to hear what you come up with. So now it says write two subtraction exercises represented by the break apart drawing. So you're using this same break apart drawing, and now instead of writing it like addition, like we did these two ways, we're going to write it like subtraction. I'll show you one, but I want you to try and come up with the other one. So it could be something as simple as I took my previous sum here, 3,367 minus 1,310, and I got 2,057. It's the same numbers here, right? But now I'm using subtraction, the inverse operation, instead of addition. There's one other way you could have written this. See if you can figure that out with the numbers in a different order. Okay? That's what I want you to try and figure out for the second part of number 5. Okay. Now we're back to that puzzled penguin again. And we want to think about, now that we're into inverse operations, how can we use addition to help us? And how can addition help us know if we're right or we're wrong, right? Well, if you look at the pattern that we used for in the last page, right? we took our addition and we just kind of flipped it with the subtraction. We took our sum and we subtracted from it. But we did the same thing up here where we added these two numbers to get that sum. And so let's look at a way that we could do this. And we can see, yeah, that puzzled penguin is wrong again. Okay, so if we flip it, like I said, right, we take our difference, what we came up with as our answer. So we take our answer in our subtraction problem, 1,848, that's what the puzzled penguin came up with. And we're going to add 8,152. We should get 9,000 because they're inverse operations. Well, when I added it, we got 10,000. So that tells us, since when we added, we came up with 10,000, either we did the addition wrong or we did the subtraction wrong over here. And if you look closely, we did do the subtraction wrong over here. See if you can figure out what puzzled penguin did to make that mistake. Anybody find it yet? Okay, right here, right? See if you can figure out in this column right here, that thousands column, what did he do wrong? Okay. All right, so now we're going to go to page 32, and we're going to get more practice, just like you did yesterday, but we're going to add in a check. So we're going to continue to do our subtraction. So we're going to start with that, the subtraction problem. And so I will grab a marker. And I know I can't do 0 minus 4. I also know I can't do 0 minus 7. And I can't borrow from either of these zeros, so I'm going to have to start ungrouping in my hundreds place. I'm going to take 1 from the 9, so that's going to become an 8. And I'm going to give 10 next door, so this 0 now is going to become a 10. Okay, well that still doesn't help me in my ones place, so I need to ungroup my 10s again. So take my 10, turn that into a 9, and give my 0 10 more. So I took 1 to give 10 again. All right, now I can do this problem. 10 minus 4, that's 6. 9 minus 7 is 2. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 1 minus nothing is still 1. So I have 1,326. Now we got to make sure that we do our check. Okay, so if we take these two numbers right here, our answer and our next number, right, we should be able to add them together in order to get our largest total, 1,900. If they match, if we get 1,900, we can be sure that we are correct. So let's do the addition. So 1,326. And now I'm going to add 574. All right, let's see if we're right. If we're right, that means we're going to get 1,900. 6 and 4 is 10. Carry my 1 up above. 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 1 more gets me to 10. Looking good so far. 3 plus 1 is 4. Plus 5 more is 9. Ooh, I didn't have anything to carry, so 1 plus nothing is just 1,000. So because this matches this, we know that we got the answer right. So number 6 should look something like this, right? And so we want to do this with every one. 6 through 11. Do not skip the check part. That's really important. Do not skip the check part. Make sure you are assuring yourself that it is right. And so if this number doesn't match this one right here, if they don't match, you made a mistake somewhere. Try it again, okay? And then there are a couple of word problems at the end. All right, so your next step is to complete page 32. Ask your teacher for help if you need it, and then complete homework 110 in Think Central. Go into your teacher for next steps. All right, guys, good luck. Make sure you're asking questions if you have any.